Hello, welcome back to Just Smell Better, the best fragrance channel in the world. I just got back from a date night with my girl, and of course I had to come back with the new Prada Paradigme Le Parfum. It's been a while since I did an unboxing video, so I thought why not return with a banger. And not only this, I got the really hard to get Aromatix Frostbite, which you guys have been recommending me so much, so I can't wait to unbox this one. And the rest, I'm not too excited. I just decided to risk my money basically. We got Afnan Supremacy in Oud. I don't know why I bought it. I don't like Oud. And then we got Afnan Supremacy Gold. So yeah, without further ado, of course, let's start unboxing the new Prada Paradigme Le Parfum. I'm pretty excited for this one. I got pretty big hopes just because the previous Paradigme wasn't like the best release from last year. So I'm hoping they got some improvements in here. And it better, because this thing was $210 for 100 milliliters. What are we doing, bro? Why is this more expensive than most niche fragrances out there? It's crazy, but you know, I already said I was gonna buy every new release of 2026, so let's just hope it's at least good. Okay, definitely on the stronger, deeper, more woody side compared to the fresher Paradigme. I mean, I like it just because it gives me something different and more mature in a way. It reminds me of like many new releases that have come out already, like the new Paco Rabanne Phantom in Red, maybe even like the Carolina Herrera 212 BIP Black Cap, but definitely more resemblance to the Phantom in Red. I feel like the benzoin in here is what gives it that big resemblance. I don't know what benzoin is, but both of them have it and they smell very similar, so I kind of get an idea. I'm not a professional reviewer, but you can pick up like trends when it comes to notes. Like that's how I learned how Ambroxan smells like, because I kept picking it up over and over and over again. So this gives me heavy benzoin, vanilla, like spicy, woody vibes, and also with like geranium, which was in the previous Prada Paradigme Eau de Parfum. So it does keep a similar DNA, but it makes it more into like a winter-ish DNA compared to the fresher, spicy summer cologne that was the EDP. I mean, right off the bat, I am gonna say this smells more mature, which is my style. I do think this is better quality. It's gonna last a little bit longer just because of the notes. Like, it's gonna be a deeper, richer scent, so it is gonna last way longer. And to me, it doesn't smell as generic as the previous one, which I know I already compared it to like two different colognes, but like if I walk past someone wearing this, I feel like I would still find it impressive and unique compared to like the OG, which smelled like just generic and boring. I mean, I personally like it. I'm just happy it's a big improvement to the last one. Still not the best release of the year, especially for how expensive it is. But smell-wise, it's a solid like 7.5 to almost 8 out of 10. I do love this DNA so much. Overall fragrance, I think you can get better options. Like I said, Phantom in Red smells pretty similar to this one. You can get better winter options like the new Scandal Elixir by Jean Paul Gaultier is also amazing. So it's kind of 50-50. I'm gonna say overall, if we put everything together, I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Not bad, definitely an improvement. I think I'm just a little bit salty about the price. Next up, let's unbox the popular Aromatix Frostbite. For the longest, this was only on TikTok Shop for like $89. I was not going to pay almost $90 for an Aromatix fragrance, but finally it came back for around $55, so I had to pull the trigger to see what the hype is all about. Let's check it out. Ooh, okay. I mean, I am gonna say the color of the bottle is definitely the most intriguing one. It does give me like blue lemonade vibes, like a blue icy, and I don't know why, like every time something is blue, it just tastes better. You know, like blue almost has a taste, and sometimes I smell too. So let's see what this Frostbite smells like. Ooh, okay, definitely interesting. Dang, is that like, I get like a sweet, fruity feel, but I don't want to claim it has blueberry just because of the smell or like the color. Almost candy-like, like a blue Jolly Rancher. It has something else in there, I just can't point my finger on it, but right away in the opening, you get like a blast of citrus and fruits. Definitely the most, actually no, Naughty Dates was also very unique, so I don't know, maybe I can say the most unique when it comes to his freshies. Right now, Sunkissed, Aromatix, not Aromatix, Magnetic, I wasn't the biggest fan of those, but this is definitely the best freshie that I've smelled from his brand. I found it impressive. Like, I found it impressive. I think it does have blueberry and something else, but it's definitely like he found a unique DNA for a freshie, which is what I respect a lot, and only for around $60. Damn, bro, like it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I'm gonna say that. I don't believe any of his fragrances are clones, so you know, creativity does come into play for this, and it does smell pretty nice. I don't know how long it's gonna last, how loud it's gonna project. That's a video for that's a topic for a different video, but smell wise and first impressions only, it's definitely the best Aromatix fragrance. Yeah, probably the best one, so I understand why it gets a lot of hype. I'm gonna give it like a solid 8 out of 10. Next up, let's unbox Afnan Supremacy Gold. I don't know what this clones. If I find out what it clones, I'll put it right here, but complete blind buy, no idea what this smells like, so let's find out. Here we go. Afnan Supremacy Gold. This one's a little bit risky. These Afnan like Supremacies are usually not my style, but hopefully I can find a better one. So I am gonna use a tester strip because I don't want to be smelling this on my skin for the rest of the night. I don't smell anything. This is the problem with like using tester strips. Sometimes you just don't smell anything. It's pretty weak, so I guess I'm gonna have to spray on my hand. Ooh, this is like a really dark masculine incensey, not too incensey, but like maybe spicy fragrance. Kind of reminds me of like rubber tires, but not that bad, you know, not that bad. It has a little bit of sweetness in there to balance it out. I don't know what fruit it's gonna be, but it's something in there that like doesn't make it lean into the nasty side of these masculine fragrances. Still not something that I would wear. I feel like this is just really refined taste for like a man who wants to smell super masculine. Not for me. This smells a little bit too dark, not even enjoyable. Like, I like my dark masculine fragrances like Argo's Triumph of Bacchus, but this is not even enjoyable for me. Yeah, I don't know what these Afnan Supremacy clones, but they don't clone anything good. I'm gonna say that. This, it's not my style. I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 out of 10, and I don't recommend it to you guys. If this is not your style, if you like more fresher or even like sweeter fragrances, do not get this one. Just don't get it, bro. And I guess we're saving the worst for last because we got Afnan Supremacy in Oud. This is just for laughs, I guess, because I'm the biggest oud hater in the world. Let's find out what this smells like. I don't know why. I bought this like a month ago. I don't know why I got the biggest bottle possible. I think I got the 200 ml one. Man, this one's for sure. For sure, we're gonna spray on a tester strip because I don't want oud touching my skin. It's not as bad as I thought. It's, again, really faint, really weak, so I guess I'm gonna risk it and spray it on my hand. Hopefully, it doesn't get worse on my skin. Hopefully, it stays very light, very subtle. This smells decent. This smells like a spice, maybe like oregano. This smells interesting. Definitely not the nasty oud that smells like farts. Nothing as intense as Ombre Nomad, which smells disgusting. This is more light, subtle, maybe florals in there, maybe some rose. This is not bad, but still not my style. Like, I wouldn't choose this over my other 200 fragrances. Let me just say that. I would never wear it when I got amazing options. Like, I don't want my girl catching me smelling like this, but it's definitely not too bad. It doesn't want to make me throw up, which is the good thing. Again, if this clones anything, I'll put it right here. If it doesn't, then I don't know. Not too bad, but I don't want to waste any more of your time. I'm never gonna wear it, but definitely one of the more wearable ouds out there. It's not too bad though. I'm gonna give it like a solid 4.5 out of 10. But yeah, solid fragrances. If we exclude these ones, solid new release from Prada Paradigme, Le Parfum. It's definitely expensive, but I mean, if you like this type of style, if you smell it in the store, if you sample it and you like it, it might be worth it, bro. It might be worth it. Aromatix Frostbite, one of the best summer freshies out there, especially for cheap fragrances. So I am gonna vouch for him. I am gonna recommend it to you guys. I think it's an amazing fragrance for the price. So yeah, thank you for watching. I do promise next video will be the Game of Spades tier list, so be on the lookout for that. yeah, you can sample these colognes and more on my sampling website, smellbettersamples.com. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching. Just smell better.